Hello, this is Kevin from Reisch Roofing at 24 Muirfield Boulevard in Monroe, New Jersey, doing a repair attempt for Allstate. First I'm going to go over the damages that I see on the roof, and then we're going to do the repair attempt. Alright, so there is damage spread out through the whole roof. You have some missing shingles, you got some creases, missing shingles on pretty much most of the elevations. There's another crease right there, as you can see. They did have some prior repairs done on this roof, but those prior repairs did cause damage to the surrounding shingles. Another one over here, another missing shingle over here, also has damage around it. Missing shingle. There's damage on the back side as well. We got missing shingles here, there. Got creases right there, boom and boom. Also, if you look, this is a little harder to see, but there is damage. You can see a crease right there. Let's see if we can find another one. Another one right there. You can see the crease right there. It's harder on this back side because it's darker. There's another one right there. You see the crease right there. If we go to the other side, it's the same thing. We got, let's see if we can find some over here. Is this one? No, this no. Oh, there's one. Got a crease right here. Got a missing shingle. Got more creases over here. There's another one. Boom. They are spread through here. If you look, you can find them. Then if you go on the front side, there were more repair attempts, which caused damage around them. You can see the crease right there. Over here, got more damage on these. Crease right there. More missing shingles, creases. I mean, there's already been quite a few repair attempts on here in multiple spots. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots, but all 6 spots had damage done to it. We will also do a repair attempt. It is about 85 degrees outside, so this is prime temperature for that to be done. Let's see if I can set this up without it falling over. This is the shingle we're going to do repair on. These are the shingles above it. Boom. There's no damage to them. Let's see what we can do. I can set this up. Let me turn this around. That's too steep. That's too steep. We're gonna have to do it this way. All right. I need to get a phone stand. It'd be way easier. That's the shingle. Okay. So first we would need to remove the shingle, which would require us to take out the nails on the shingle that we're taking out. We additionally need to take out the nails on the 2 rows of shingles above it, because the width of the shingle extends both rows. Therefore, in order to get this out, those nails have to come out for us to slide it out. there's a lot more to come out. Nail doesn't want to come up. Oh boy. How can I get that nail up? Let's see. So this is the damage from just taking the nails out. We got crease forming there. See a little bit there, more there. Got a little bit forming right here, but we will finish the repair. Okay. So Allstate likes to require us to use what they call a roof snake, which is this tool right here. I think the concept's a great idea, however, it's not fully perfected yet. What I mean by that is manufacturers require the nail to be flush to the mat, straight up. It can't be diagonally in, can't be diagonally up, down, left, right, it can't be crooked at all. So that means the only way to do that with this tool would be to get this part of the tool flat against the roof surface. If I angle it like this, the nail will go in crooked. If I angle it like this, I won't be able to get it down far enough. Therefore, the only way to do that is for this to be flush against the roof deck. The problem with that is when I strike it with a hammer flat against the roof deck, it then causes damage to the shingle, 2 shingles below it. So I don't know if you saw anything I just showed you, but what I was saying is because this has to be flat against the roof deck, this bottom piece touches the roof, so when I strike it with a hammer, it damages the shingle to a shingle below what we're trying to repair. And that will happen all the way up. So as I move up, I'll then cause damage to the shingle I'm repairing, and then the shingle above it. So I think some things need to be changed to this, but we don't have a tool that can either prevent us from lifting these up past up to 45 degrees or damaging the shingle beneath it. So, but I will show you what I'm talking about by doing these repairs. It's already going in crooked. So as you can see, the nail was bent because this tool has no support, no stability when repairing. So try this again. So you noticed this had to be against the roof deck, and now there's a divot here, which wasn't there prior. So we're essentially creating a hail-like damage on the shingles around the repair site. So for the sake of not causing more damage on the hails on the other shingles, I'm going to repair it the traditional way with hammer and nail. You can see the shingle. Okay. So this is the finished repair. We do have damage here, here, here. There's some damage there, there. And then from when I did the hammer hit on the, you have a hammer hit right here from when I used the snake. So based on this repair attempt causing damage, the previous repair attempts causing damage, I don't think this repair can be done without causing further damage to the roof. And that damage wasn't there prior to the storm, and it shouldn't be there after the storm. So I believe this roof should be replaced, not repaired, especially considering there's damage on all elevations.